Can you purchase real estate with $0? That's the popular question. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Really, until you purchase a property with $0, you're not a real estate investor. That's kind of your passage into, are you an official good real estate investor or not, is if you can purchase a property with $0. We share with you how not only did I get a 110 unit complex for $0, the seller actually paid me $33,000. They're not all sexy. You might not want to do some of them, and that's okay. I'm going to give you the top 6, and it's $0. So sometimes it's not pretty. You can't have everything. It's the D Money channel. Absolutely adore you guys. Let's go into number 1. Get a USDA loan. I would get the biggest house I could find, get a USDA loan. Those are 0% down. You don't even need a good credit score either. You can have a 580 and get a USDA loan. You have to live in the home for a year. That's one of the steps of the program, is you have to live in the home for a year. I would get 5 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms, a basement. Try to find the biggest one you possibly can that would fit into the USDA program. And you'd be amazed at the places that qualify for USDA home. Where I live, the next street over is approved for a USDA program. I'm like, well, you gotta be kidding me. Definitely check on the government map. It'll show you what is a USDA area. 0% down. Now you have a home. You're going to rent out 4 bedrooms and your basement. Get the biggest home you possibly can. You could charge at least $600 per bedroom, $700. Now you're making $2,800 per month on a home with $0 down. You only have to do it 1 year. You just have to survive 1 year. If I was going to be getting ahead, I know I could become a millionaire just off this one move. I can make it work a year. And of your time, you'll have over $33,000 saved up just doing this one method and 0 down. I don't even want to tell you what I could do with that $33,000 and what I could spin that into. Talk to me, I will let you know. Number 2 is wholesaling. Wholesaling is a great way when you're getting in the business with $0 down. What you do is you get a home in contract, which I'll show you. I could tell you how to do that in other videos. If you look at my wholesaling video, I'll put it right here, my wholesaling catalog. It'll show you what is wholesaling. A house in contract, then you sell it to an investor like us. We buy from wholesalers all the time. They go out and find us great real estate deals. We don't have all day to sit there and look for real estate deals. We buy from wholesalers. That's another way to get into real estate investing with $0 down. Wholesaling, why would someone do that? There's all sorts of, people get probate home. People pass away in your family, you get willed a home and people don't want it. Very simple. You look on the MLS listings and you can see homes that have been listed for over 180 days. On all 6 of these tips, batch leads is what I utilize to find seller leads, buyer leads, and with my link, you get 1,000 free seller or buyer leads with batch leads. I have a video about them as well in my wholesaling content. Number 3 is you're a 2-phase plan. You're gonna go to a hard money lender. There's a list of hard money lenders and they go for real estate deals. So it's sweat equity. There's a lot of people that want to invest in real estate, and there's probably ads in Craigslist for such people. They want to invest in real estate, but they don't want to do the work. Everyone wants to be a real estate investor, but they don't want to knock on the door and collect rent. They don't want to be a landlord. A zillion people out there, that's called OPM, using other people's money, that want to invest in real estate. You cut them in the deal, and boom, $0 down, you have a new deal. You also can utilize this if you have an investor that wants to work with you, your friend that you go to Friday night drinks with, wants to invest in real estate, but they don't want to get their hands dirty. You could then take that money, put it in your bank account, and go to a hard money lender. A famous saying in the real estate game is, they want you to have skin in the game. Of course, everyone wants you to have skin in the game. Like I said, this is a secret. You're not going to walk around town going, I got money, $0. I want those kind of deals. Don't talk like that to other investors or lenders. You don't want to say, I want to get in it for $0 down. People will look at you like they'll shy away from you. So this is our secret. You could go to a hard money lender once you have the investor's money in the bank and get pretty close to zero down. And then you could take that money and make it into more money with a hard money lender. They'll loan you the whole project, rehab money in tranches. You do the rehab, you submit an invoice, you then get paid for it. So you could go to hard money lenders as well, and private investors. That's another way to get in, $0 down. If you're finding any value in this content, please hit like and subscribe and the notification bell, so when I have new content, you don't lose me. I don't want to lose you. I just found you. Number 4, subject to. Subject to is when you take over the mortgage payment for a seller. A lot of times, especially in military towns, they might have to move. They don't have time to sell their home. What they do is you assume their mortgage without going through the mortgage company. You pay their mortgage, taxes, insurance. They have nothing to do with the house. They walk away. It's called subject to. You're assuming their mortgage, but without going through the mortgage company. On a rent-to-own basis, there's a lot of people you'll look at when you get batch leads. You can pull lists to show failed listings. That's another great category to go after. So on batch leads, you can look at failed listings. Someone that tried to sell their home, it didn't work, it failed. Ring those bad boys up and you can rent to own their home. That's another way to get a home with $0 down, is rent to own. They couldn't sell their home, they had to move. Now you take over the home, you pay them rent above and beyond possibly their mortgage, or maybe they don't even have a mortgage. You pay them rent. Now it's the same as wholesaling. So now you have a contract as a rent to own transaction with the seller, but this time you're going to bring in a tenant and do a rent to own with them and have them on a certain time schedule of when they need to purchase the home. It's a back-to-back contract. It's another great way to get into real estate with $0 down. I promised you if you stayed with me till the end that I would give you a treat and tell you how I received a 110 unit complex for $0 down. Actually, they gave me $30,000. When you have a big complex, and what everyone needs to remember, when I was in my 20s, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, would you believe? No. When I first got into the real estate investing game, I was hungry. I would do any deal or try to get any deal that thought it could work or knew it could work, but you had to put a lot of effort in, versus now. Now I might look at a deal and go, I don't want to do that. It's not worth it to me. But someone young and hungry might be like, oh man, I'll take those sleepless nights. I'll knock on those doors. I'll do something totally different than I would do right now. This is what this situation was. There was a 110 unit apartment complex, and this guy had already depreciated buildings off. He had a big investment pool that he brought his friends in, and they've written off everything they could write off on this property, and they were done with it. Well, the 110 units, when I was going through the due diligence, I was looking at the rent roll and the security deposits. When you purchase a big apartment complex, the security deposits roll with the property. Well, I noticed obviously 110 units, it was going to have a lot of security deposits. It had over $60,000 worth of security deposits on its books. I just knew that I had to make sure that I got this place for less than $60,000 and I was going to be fine. I just had to bridge that gap of when I'm handing him money versus when he's handing me money. And that's the sixth lesson is transactional funding. You're just using it for a day, hours. It's whatever deal you set up with the transactional funding company or friend or whoever you're setting it up with, you're utilizing it just for a day or a very short time. That's what I did. I got my $30,000 over here, gave it to the seller, and got $60,000 back. That's huge. And 110 units. Pretty good. The other one, same thing, was transactional funding on a home. That's another way to do it. You might gross up the sales price, you close on the deal, and the seller kicks you back the rest of the money. I don't know if that's legal anymore or not, but it used to be. So check into that. Don't do anything illegal. What the other point is, over all of this, you have now 6 great ways to make money in real estate, $0 money. Please hit like, subscribe. I love you guys. You gotta walk the walk and talk the talk. You gotta fake it till you make it. If you come into the office with a seller and you want $0 down and you're like, oh, this is my first real estate deal, and you're not gonna get $0 down. You've gotta fake it till you make it, know what you're talking about. Even if you don't have the experience, act like you do, or you're never gonna get a $0 down deal. Please comment down below. I would love to hear anyone else's $0 $0. I would love to hear anyone else, their $0 down deals. Wow, I said that like 5 times before this. It really is a rite of passage. As soon as you get the first one, I'm so excited for you. I want to hear about it as well. That means you are a real estate investor. This is D Money. I absolutely adore you, and peace out.